All right, everybody, part 2. And we have my student, Thomas, here. And he's going to talk about how he got his CDL. How much you pay for it? $0. You're going to want to know this. The best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. This is Thomas, my trainee on his last day. And he's got some good information for you guys. This is part 2, okay? Part 1, he talked about the his experience through the orientation. By the way, during that your term at the orientation, what did you like most about the orientation?
That I liked most about the orientation, they gave you it was definitely a job interview, and they definitely looked at you to see, they were watching you they knew who you were. If you think you're just, there'd be 30 people there and you think they don't know your name, they know your name. They know your name, but they're pretty lax, and they're watching you do things, and you have time to learn things. Mm-hmm. So if you get there and you feel man, this stuff, there's a lot to pick up right away, you're right, there is. And just know that they're not there to get rid of you, because I didn't see anybody get fired. So I don't know.
Except for those who fired themselves, They got the gungy in their system.
Yeah, those people got canned, and I think
they deserve it.
I think
deserve to get canned.
It was I think it takes 6 months. I mean, so if you're thinking about coming to Melton, I don't know. I don't do it, but I mean, those people that did it, I'm pretty sure they probably did it maybe 4 or 5 months ago, or something like that, and it was still on their hair, and they got canned. So everything else, and like I said, they know your name. They're not there to fire you. Everybody, I was surprised that they knew my name, because there were so many people there. But they're like, "Hey, Thomas," he just came up to me, and I was like, "Thomas Wade," or something, and he knew who I was,
So, what if there was anything that you could change from that experience? If there was something, if you were in charge of orientation, then there was something that you could change, what would it be?
I don't think I could change anything. I mean, it was so the food was they're gonna feed you, and it's like a chef's prepared food every day.
Yeah, good stuff.
And
yeah,
they got vending machines.
Yeah,
they got you're gonna learn how to drive. Oh yeah, that's another thing, they'll can you if you don't drive the truck well. So 2 people got canned about the truck. So one guy, so all you got to do during that part is you got to drive straight, and you got to make sure that you don't miss the exits. Mm-hmm. And you got to list out where you're doing, and you got to be able to drive. And they're gonna give you a load to pull, and you're gonna be surprised at how big it is. You're gonna be like, whoa, this is a lot of weight. And just do everything correct. Do what you learned in CDL school, and you should be fine. But what I would change, I can't really say I could change anything. I mean, it's obviously they pay you more here. It's you'll be surprised at how nice they feed you. You'll be surprised at how nice the hotel is.
Right.
You'll be surprised that it was
a positive experience, right?
It costs a lot of money to train us.
Shit.
So I can't really say I would change anything. It was that you're getting into a business that makes money. Yep. As soon as that you start dealing with these people.
Yeah.
So
I have to agree. It's with zero experience, a very little experience in this industry, they're going to be hard to beat. It's just a fact, man. And let's say you could go somewhere else and make more money. Doesn't mean you're gonna be able to have the consistency on loads. How many days we've been without a load?
Not one I can think of.
That's right. This truck, the only time this truck don't have a load behind it is when it's empty because I just dropped it off and I'm headed to get another one. Okay, so somebody will pay you more cent per mile or whatever you want to call it, but if you empty a lot of the time, then what difference does it make? Right? So it's hard to beat this place for that, man. You know, the money is there. It's what we're here for, to be quite honest with you. I do it because I love driving trucks. No, fool. I'm here because I like getting paid. That's the fact.
Yeah.
You know, let them paycheck quit coming and see how long folks stay around. That's the truth. So I don't hear that craziness. Don't come with no heart tugging crap. Now the truth is what it is. Okay, so I hope that's ours. That little bitty load right there. I doubt it because it's got a tarp over it. Now it's supposed to be non-tarp. But before anything can happen, you first have to get a CDL. Okay. I get a lot of questions about getting CDLs from, going through other companies, like going through a mega carrier who's going to help you get your CDL through their school, and then you don't have to pay for it because, well, you do pay for it, but you don't pay for it up front. They kind of pace that out over an extended period of time. You work for them, and you basically work off the money that you borrowed from them to acquire your CDL. However, you did it a different way.
Yeah.
And it ended up costing you $0.00.
Zero.
Listen up, because a lot of you guys can benefit from this.
Okay, so I did 6 years active duty in the Army, and you can do National Guard. I think still will do it. You might have to pay a percentage or reserves. But if you do 48 months of your time in the military, active duty, like having a guy as your roommate and just being alone. I did 6 years. So I got the GI Bill, and the GI Bill. What I did was I went to recruit military job fairs, and there was one called Troops Transportation. Because they'll ask you on recruit military, do you want to be involved with to get notifications about schools? And so I said yes. So they sent me a notification for Troops to Transportation. That's Troops, the number 2, Transportation. And once I was like, because I went to school, I couldn't find a job doing what I went to school for. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna go back to school. So I went back to school and I got into a thing called Troops Transportation, and it was okay. So we got our CDL learner's permit by practicing on our computers because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then we drove down to Killeen, and we all took the test in the testing room. I'm not bragging, but I aced everything the first time. I got a 90 on everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a great intellect. I took it seriously and I got it done. And then I got my CDL learner's permit. So after you get the CDL learner's permit, they will schedule you for 2 weeks to learn about driving and backing, and you'll learn offset backing, you'll learn parallel parking, you'll learn alley docking at the very end, and then you'll take your test, and you'll take your test, and you get your CDL, and I got the highest in my class or something like that. I got the top. So you might even get a job offer afterwards. I know I did.
Yeah.
So
did Melton come there and talk to you about
Melton, Jeff Haar called me as soon as because once you do Troops Transportation, you're gonna fill out a universal application for jobs. And I went to school, I couldn't find nothing. After I got job offers, I got a couple. I actually did get a job offer, but it was very, you know, all these people jumping around. Oh, we want them, we don't want them, we do want them, we don't want them. And then once I did the Troops Transportation application, I was getting job offers daily. Like, I think my first day after I did the application, I got like 10 job offers right away. So those job offers were really, I couldn't believe it. They were all for like $65,000 a year or higher, you know?
Yeah.
Depending on experience. So I was just surprised at how Troops Transportation got me a bunch of jobs right away.
Yep.
And I mean, what are you doing in this life? You have to have a job. So so I got the job offers. I got my CDL. Troops Transportation hooked me up with Melton. I went to the Melton training process. And by the way, so Troops Transportation, you're gonna get if you use the GI Bill, it's all gonna be paid off. You're not gonna have to worry about a dime. It was $9,848 out of my GI Bill. They charged me for 4 months of my GI Bill, and it's the best decision I ever made, because if I wouldn't have made that decision, I would still be looking for a job. So it's like a one-stop shop. So you're gonna learn how to get you're gonna learn how to drive. You're gonna learn a lot of stuff about the truck. You're gonna practice pre-trip. You're gonna practice backing. You're gonna learn how to drive, and then you're gonna learn, and then they're gonna get you a job. They're gonna get you a job. So if you go to Troops Transportation and you use your GI Bill, they're gonna find you a job. You're gonna have a job if you do that. And a lot of CDL schools, I don't know if they do that, but for veterans, it's the best move that I've ever made. So.
You know, and I get a lot of veterans, you know, that want to get into this industry, and how to pay for it is some of their limitations. And remember, you and I was talking, you said there's not a whole lot of people know that.
No, because I've been to the VA, I've ridden the VA bus, and I've seen young guys that are like, yeah, I just got out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be homeless. And I'm not bragging, but I am gonna be honest. When I was in the Army, I used TA, the tuition assistance, every time. I got like an associate's degree while I was in the Army. When I got out, I got a bachelor's degree. So I just kept using the government dollar to get me an education, and it never benefited me in any way. I got like 230 college credits. I couldn't find a job, but I went to this, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go to another school. And so I went to another school, this Troops Transportation thing, and they got me a job. So, like, a lot of guys maybe don't want to use the government dollar to get an education, but I highly suggest you use that education benefit, man. That thing is unparalleled. Right. $9,845 to get a CDL. Yeah. Who's got that kind of money?
Right.
I don't. So I got mine. And another thing is, you have to go to a school. Melton hired me because I went to a school. At least I believe. I think they want someone who has gone to an education training center.
Right.
You can just get the CDL, but that ain't gonna be nothing.
Right.
You have to go to a school nowadays.
Right.
So that's what I did, and Troops Transportation.
Yeah. You know, and you know, especially if you're a veteran. I've ranted. I try not to rant too much when it comes down to military. I try not to, because I didn't go to the military. Okay. But what I rant about is, first off, I don't believe that our military personnel, when they're discharged and they come home, that they are properly given the tools, physically and mentally, to be able to transition from military life to civilian life. And everybody's different. Some people have different experience when they were in the military, and they can't handle it. And the fact is, a lot of them commit suicide, and I think that's bullshit. I think that as a society, we failed in giving them the tools they need to survive, and then send them through all of that, and then not give them the tools. Is bullshit. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That's how I feel. Yeah, I have a right to feel the way I want to feel. Okay. Now, the next thing is, a lot of military personnel, once they're done, they don't have the type of skills they need, what they learned in the military doesn't work well in civilian life. And then, like he said, they are looking for a job, don't know what they're gonna do. How you do that? How you have somebody dedicate their life to serving this country, and then when their time doing that is over, they don't have a place? Get the fuck out of that, man. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but that's bullshit. I don't like that, you know. So before I get angry about the situation, you shouldn't feel that, you know, in any way that you're using government dollars to do, get your education, do whatever you gotta do. Hell no. You was in the military. First off, it ain't the government goddamn dollars. The government don't make money. All they do is steal ours and then go spend it. It's yours. It's mine. The money don't belong to the government. Shit. You go sign up for whatever it is, benefits that you earned, by the way, earn that, and then you go, better your life, man. So, and you did a fantastic job at it. And so, and also, by the way, you downplay it a lot, and I don't think that you actually know it, but you scored high for a reason, and I pick up on that pretty damn quick, because you listen and you retain information really, really quick. The first time you hear something, you grasp it and you remember it, you hold on to that. That's not a talent everybody has. Okay, so when you tell me that you did well, I know that you did well because you hear it and retain it. A lot of people can't retain information like that. So that's the reason why you make it 90s and 100s and shit on tests, master's degree and all that shit, because you can grasp information really quickly. And that's the reason why you progressed in this so much quicker. I might say, hey man, you didn't turn right there. I was supposed to do this, and this. So you already retained it. You already knew it. I didn't have to repeat. I don't really have to repeat to you how to do something. I may have to remind you, hey, remember you got the, oh yeah, like that. Okay, that happens because the experience isn't there, but the knowledge is because you absorbed it that quick. So don't be saying that, you didn't want to take the GI Bill, you didn't want to do this, you didn't want to do that. Hey, look, man, shit, you went out there, you put your time in with the military. You go ahead on and grab every benefit they got, and don't downplay yourself thinking that you failed it in some sort of way. Hell no, bro. You did a fantastic job. Really good. Probably one of the easiest students I've had. I had one guy, Derek, when I was at Swift. Derek acted like he drove for 20 years before he even got on my truck. That dude, I could have upgraded him the next day. Derek knew how to drive, man. He backed the trailer in. First day I picked him up, said, okay, we're gonna go do a back. We was at the Swift yard. And I stood outside. I said, go ahead on and back it into that hole. He had to do a same kind of back like I filmed you. And slammed it in first time. I ain't even had to give him instruction. He's just a natural with it. Other than that, you've been super easy, man. You suck it up. It's good. You got it down. So I had to kind of change my pace a little bit because I was getting angry. I don't really like how the military is treated here. I don't, man. I don't like how a whole lot of people being treated here, but I definitely don't like it when you done put your life on the line and then you get treated like shit. That's the problem for me. So, bottom line is, if they have these GI Bills and troops to the number 2, right? Troops to transportation. So if they're former military, how would they find troops to transportation?
Well, the first thing, if you get out, you have to set yourself up with a recruit military account. It's free. It's they have another one called Bradley Morris, like BradleyMorris, and then they got Recruit Military. Those are Bradley Morris bought Recruit Military, and Recruit Military has career fairs, and there'll be like 80 like things that they're like hiring. It's like chat rooms and stuff But when you do it, you say, when you create your account, you say, I want access to schools. And they know you got the GI Bill. So they're going to send you, all these schools are going to start sending you like, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? And they'll send it to your email. That's how I did it. And if you do recruit military, after you get out, I strongly recommend you do. It's like get an account. They'll send you the school troops of transportation in your email account after your first career fair. And so like, if you don't get a hit, you know, whatever, you should do troops of transportation because it's right off the bat, like $60,000-$70,000, you know what I mean? Money, like a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I mean, that's such a big deal, man. $70,000 is all you need to be happy.
Yep.
So.
Yep. You know, I think a lot of folks, they give up before they try because they believe that it's going to be difficult, you know, and stuff like that. And it's actually not, you know. I mean, I've never done it. I'm just listening to what he's saying. It just tells. It seems to me that this stuff is almost automatic when you get out. I mean, well, it's not automatic, but it's in order. Basically, you just go from one step to the next. What if they've been out for 5 years?
Oh, they've been out for 5 years, and they didn't get dishonorable or anything like that. Then they'll be able to do it just the same because the GI Bill doesn't expend. My dad served in 1972, and he still got the full GI Bill. He never went to college. No, he went. No, I think he went to college for like a month. No, he went to college for like 4 months. But he still has his GI Bill. So if you've been out for 5 years, you know, I've rarely met somebody who got a dishonorable. I've rarely met it because you know it as soon as you get in. You're scared to death of getting a dishonorable, or you're scared to death of getting a general. Or no, actually, and so if you get honorable, you get out. You'll be able to get this job.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go to church. You'll be able to use your GI Bill and get it.
So I don't know if you know the answer to this one, but let's say I was in the military and I have a GI Bill I didn't use. Can my son use my GI Bill?
Oh yeah. You can give it to your kids. You can give it to your wife.
Yeah.
I don't know about like any other. I don't think there's any other kind of legal binding marriage in the United States that you can do any other thing. But you have to, if you marry, you can give it to your wife.
If that marriage is legal in that state you're in, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, look.
I'm pretty sure that's the only way it's ever
we've been riding together long enough. I know you're speaking the same. So now look. The reason I brought that up, I'm not going to go long. We're at 22 minutes. The reason I brought that up is because you may be interested, okay, in becoming a driver. But you didn't go to the military, but your dad did, or your mom did, and they didn't use their GI Bill. You may be able to do troops of transportation.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah,
that's so true.
Right.
He's right.
So there's ways to make this happen. Don't not do it. Come on, man.
My dad actually has a bunch of college that he could have given to my sister.
Yeah.
I have to go tell him that today.
Yeah, so what the hell? Right. All right.
That's a good point. I just realized that.
I'm a good point ass person.
Man,
talking about.
That was extremely useful for me just now.
Okay, it's 23 minutes. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I hope that Thomas gave y'all some good information. Until I see you again, delivering distracted. Hey, by the way, if you want to drive from Melton, use the link down below. Help a brother out, okay? Use the link down below. Tell Melton that 50 Plus said, move over because here you come, all right? If you have any questions, put them down below. If you have questions about Troops 2, the number 2, transportation in your ex-military, and you want to use those benefits, reach out to me. I may not be able to have all the answers for you, but I damn well bet I can find somebody that give you the answers you need, okay? Come on out here, burn some fuel. Till then, deliver undistracted. Here's your boop.